slow to I cooked real early, made my kids something to eat. And when I say kids, my grown ass son is there and it's still getting on my nerve. Yes, but I cooked and just my family. I was gonna make my mama a plate. She said didn't want none. I just grilled a few pieces of corn, like 4 ears of corn. I made some baked beans with ground beef, and then I grilled some shrimp. I've been on them shrimp real bad. I don't know what it is, but I grilled me some shrimp. So now I'm about to go have me a couple cocktails and just enjoy the day. Yep, that's what I'm about to do. And I'll be back home in a minute. I just wanted to put on some clothes. I feel cute today. Even though my hair is ugly, it ain't. I felt like being a girly girl today. I got on some cute little shoes, a nice little outfit. I got my little jacket with me. I felt like stepping out today. Yeah. And I'm by myself as usual. I'm my best company because I could get the job done, what I'm coming to do, which is grab a couple drinks and go on back home. That's what I do. And I'm actually going in the south suburbs. I don't usually. Well, you know that I've been here a few times in the past month because I like the drinks out here. So I've been coming out here. So that's what I'm about to do and just enjoy my day by myself. I was watching. I've been caught up in this case. The young lady, her name is Naziah Harris. She's a kid, but she was missing, and then she came up dead. Her aunt's boyfriend was molesting her and ended up killing her because she got pregnant. And instead of him deal with getting an abortion and getting caught, he thought that he had to turn himself in. He thought that he could kill her and then turn himself in, just crazy as hell, so that his alibi would be, oh, I was in jail, but they ended up, that plan collapsed, thankfully, and they still haven't found the young lady, and she was in Detroit, Michigan, which isn't that far from Illinois. It's not far from Illinois, but it happened in Detroit, and it's so sad because he would date all of these like socially challenged women who, to the naked eye, he probably look like a catch, but he is a pedophile, a sexual assaulter. Like he does all these bad things, and these women were having all these kids with him, and he was doing it to his daughters. Like in his daughter's testimony, I hadn't seen it. I seen it today. It was very heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. He'd been in jail her whole life. The first time she met him was 8, and he sexually assaulted her at 8. And she had more courage than like all the women that were speaking about him. Like they all were so weak. Like that's why I keep stressing to my boys: if you have, wait till marriage to have sex. Stay in the home with your children because the woman could have some sense while y'all together, and then after she have you, she'll meet somebody that have her in a cult or have her like this guy Jarvis Butts had all these women. He had them all. When they say the jail calls are monitored and recorded, they are. They replayed every call that this man was on, and he had about 9 different women that he played with. And it was just so sad because they all were so desperate. Oh my God. And they all were having orders for him, and they never questioned why their kids didn't like this man. Nobody probed. It's like they were just sitting the kids on the platter, and then women that did end up having kids, Lord, the kids probably so damn happy that man, that he's probably like the boogeyman to them. They probably so glad that he ain't coming back because he killed himself in jail. It's amazing how women just give their children to someone. That shit really bothered me. And today it wasn't no traffic this way. I guess ain't nobody want to come this way. So it's taking me like no Yeah, little me time to myself because in my house I used to have me time when Logan would go to school. I had time to just reflect on my thoughts, but my older son is there and I haven't had that. And it's so sad because you want to be there for your kids, but I don't want to be the only person that you have. I don't. My oldest son, like it upsets me so because I set you up to have a nice life. You chose to be OTF and to be a goofy. Like you chose that. You know, want to be a little gangbanger or whatever you called yourself being when you were wasting your life. I was still working, being a productive member of society, and I wish that he would have done the same thing because I don't want the responsibility of taking care of a grown man. If that was the case, I would have kept taking care of my kid's father. Like, and I didn't even want to be with him like that because he was not pulling his share of the weight. So I just want somebody that's equally yoked to me, and I hope that he finds somebody that wants to do that journey with him and rebuild him because it's like, have you ever had a pet that you probably got from somewhere and you got a house breaking and all that? He's worse than a pet because he does not even get it. I can say the same things over and over and over and over and over again, and nothing changes. So, you heard that little beat? Oh, that just hit my window. A little piece of rock. It left a little. It didn't crack it, but it left a little. Let's see what that is. It left a little dirt on it. It didn't crack it, but it penetrated it. Damn it. That makes me sad because I just wanna. I keep bringing up this post. This lady, her daughter was asking her mother and her aunt what was the best thing that they remember about their childhood, and both of them were like, "Yeah, when you guys were grown and out the house." She like, "No, I don't think you understand the question. When we were younger, what was some of your fond memories of us?" She said, "Oh, when you guys were sleeping." I totally can relate to that. I totally can. Like my babies are about to be in Arizona with their dad, and then I got these big grown ass men there. I don't want to be bothered with that. And then it's like you have to clean up behind him because he's a barbarian. If you don't, your house will be a mess. And I have OCD, so like everything has to be in this place. Period. It has to. Oh, so I actually need a drink. I need a couple drinks. And one young lady I know, she's like, "I hope you're not putting down weed to be picking up liquor." Oh, hell no. Never pick up liquor. I was smoking weed. I was smoking a 3-5 a damn near a day, so it definitely ain't that. But, have a couple cocktails, go home, relax. My son say that he about to go to the basketball court yesterday. He had made me kind of mad because he wasn't answering his phone, and I'm telling him that to get home by 8:30. It's 8:45. He still ain't there. So I ended up walking to the court. As I was walking to the court, he was back home. So, and I know he's growing up, but baby, if I could coddle my baby, I'm gonna always try to keep him safe. And I love my oldest son just the same. I want him to be safe too, but he chose this path that he's on right now. Like he chose to, I'm gonna keep saying it, to do, to do all the things that have him where he's at right now. He chose that because I will tell him all the time, don't do this, don't do that. But I couldn't tell him shit. I couldn't tell him shit. And so since I couldn't tell him none, here we are. We are. I'm still living, being a productive member of society, and gonna keep being that. And my arms are being that. Get them together. And he is just trying to figure life out. I just don't want him to keep figuring it out on my $4,000 couch. I don't. And I told him, as soon as you working or you get any kind of money, if I'm not gonna take that couch with me because I've had it for 6. This is gonna be the 5th or 6th year. So I'm getting a new couch when I move. But if he gets any type of coin before I move, because I'm not moving to next year, he is definitely, he's definitely gonna have to get it clean because my nerves is too bad. Yep, every time he do something I don't like, I remind my kids, don't do this shit. Don't get your butt caught up in the matrix and then you be lost out there and then you want your mom to get you out, because I never wanted to be stuck in the matrix. I always knew that I was gonna have. I always knew it. I knew I was gonna have a little something because I always wanted some shit. Like I knew it. I wasn't gonna be a statistic. I was gonna be everything but that. So this is what he needs to do. He needs to just figure out his way, and that doesn't mean me, trying to get him, because I've actually tried to get him. I told him so many things of what he shouldn't be doing, and he picked everything except that. That's why I told him if nobody could ever correct you and tell you nothing, baby, that's the worst place to be. I am 45, I'm gonna be 46, and my mother can correct me and humble me in every sense, and I listen. I don't. People always come out their mom and say, I never knew that. My mama is my best friend. She's my biggest cheerleader. Like, she gonna tell me how pretty I am 1,000 times. Well, my dad ain't get, he did it too, but that's why that shit don't face the nigga be like, oh, you cute, or I don't give a damn about that. What is your soul like? What is your goal? Stuff like that matters. But my mother, like, I listen to everything she say because I know that my best interest is what she really got at heart. And I feel sorry for the people that never had that. I really, my heart goes out to them. But my mama always been a step up behind, and not just me, all my kids, all my siblings, even my children, their children. Well, only one has kids, me and my sister, but my mama is like the biggest cheerleader. And she was even for my brother. He just got with that white lady and went crazy because she was raised in trauma. So, for them to bond, he had to pretend like he had trauma. And he ain't had no damn trauma. Your ass has been a silver spoon kid. Like, you had to share a room with your brother probably for a minute, but your mama house always been clean. You always had food. She always cooked and provided. The house always was spotless. Like, I don't know. Like, I went through a lot of shit with my mama growing up because my dad, he was doing whatever he was doing. But my brother never knew that. Like, so the shit that with this weird white girl with, it's beyond our whole family. He ended up having a baby with her, and we didn't see him, the child, nothing.